This is the 2020 Audi TT RS, the younger sibling to the Audi R8, which we've all come to know and love. This is a quattro model, all-wheel drive. It packs a punch. It's small, it's tight, it's compact. It's muscular in its own right. 2.5 litre, 5-cylinder, 0 to 60 in only 3.7 seconds, 8 piston calipers up front, and then it has twin tailpipe exhaust, one on either side, in the shape of an oval. And one thing that I like, the added benefit, a fixed wing for the RS model. That's cool. But this car here, they say it hugs the tarmac like glue. Pretty much, we've chosen this dirt tarmac just to see how well we can do a figure 6, because after all, a figure 8 is for rear-wheel drive cars. We're gonna hop in, do that figure 6, then take it to the beach where it belongs. The Audi TT RS, this is the 2020 model. It does 0 to 62 miles an hour in only 3.7 seconds, 400 horsepower and 480 Newton meters of torque, all wrapped in this small clothing. This is a very light, compact coupe. It's a 2-door sports car. You can't fit adults in the back, only kids. It's aimed towards the Cayman, but one thing's for sure, the Cayman does do fun a lot better. But this thing, flip it down into S mode, you can put your foot down and you hear that 5-cylinder fire. It's just unbelievable the way it launches with this 5-cylinder engine. We've tested this 5-cylinder engine in the RS3. We even called it pretty much a baby Huracan, half a Huracan. It's got the 5 cylinders and it sounds like one, but you know, not as loud. But it sounds great for what it is, that 5-cylinder, the way it fires. It goes 1, 2, then 4, 5, and then 3. So it gives it that special boxer sound, which is pretty cool. I like it. It's linear, it's unique sounding, and it's a cool car. One thing that I've got to say about the TTRS is that it is too small. The interior cabin is big enough for a guy like me, 6'1". You can easily fit in the seats, they're comfortable, everything is right, ergonomically correct, the cluster is in the right spot, the pedals are in the right spot, the dials and everything. And one thing that I do like is the aircon. All the controls are right on the actual air vents, so easy to use, pretty straightforward. But one thing is that the car is too small in person. In photographs and on camera it looks good, but in person, I don't know, I'm just not a fan. One thing that I do like is that rear spoiler. It's fixed on the RS model, which is fun. I like the sound. I like the way the car drives and handles. It's comfortable and it's quick. It's really quick for a small car. But I'm just not a fan of the size. It's funny saying that. The car is very curvaceous, very bubbly. It does everything right. It's got ample trunk space, not much. You could say it's comparable to a Porsche Cayman. But I don't know, if I had to choose between this and the Cayman, yeah, the Cayman does do it better. I've got to admit, the Cayman does do it better in terms of being a fun car. But this, on the other hand, is a great car to drive. It's fun, it's light, it's small. If I had to do a 0 to 60 miles an hour test, yeah, let me just stop it. Let me do this 0 to 60 miles an hour test. Here we go. In manual mode, the car launches and it flies, which is good. Before no time, you hit over 100 miles an hour quite easy. not so much fun. You can't really take it to a track and have as much fun as you do in a Cayman, or say, hey look, I own a Porsche Cayman. You know, they've got something about them. But this thing here is good for what it does. But the price point, yes, there's a lot of other options. You can even get the M2, look at the M2 CS, the Cayman, Cayman S. They're fun cars. They may not be as quick as this. Their engine isn't as good as this, but they're different. And this thing is in a class of its own. Maybe in a category where it's just by itself. It's the baby R8. Some people refer to it as the R4, and you know why. It looks kind of similar-ish, but smaller, narrower, not as wide, not as long, not as low. But this 5-cylinder engine, to me, is sweet, and quite possibly one of my favorite engines on the market today. What I like about this engine and setup is that you can go get an ECU tune and pump out 550 horsepower out of this current 400 horsepower car and do 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in only 3.1 seconds. Yep, supercar speeds at sports car price. If I had a choice between this and the RS3, I'm sorry Audi,